All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I want to give double honor to the apostles of great mercy not rule well. Salutations to the men of the hopeful and sincere elect. This is Marcus from Trend.com. Just want to do a quick edification. All right. And I'll get straight into it. It says Romans chapter 14 verse 1. It says, him that is weak in the faith receive ye, but not to doubtful disputations. All right. So you're going to have brothers that are weak in the faith, that mightn't be as seasoned as others, and this young brother or this brother that not as seasoned in the truth, not having the full understanding of a certain scripture, he might come at an older brother for doing something, what he thinks to be unlawful. All right, like case in point, when it talks about eating things offered unto idols, Paul said, hey, eat, because the world is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's own and the fullness thereof. But then a young brother, he might get offended and say, this brother, he being a hypocrite, whatnot. But guess what? The brother didn't sin. He didn't sin by eating. And you didn't sin by not eating. And there's the purpose of doing this video. Not to hate, I'm not sure what actually going to call it, but not to hate a brother because you see a brother do something and what he did, it wasn't unlawful. All right, it wasn't unlawful. All right, case in point, like dealing with prostitutes. All right, one brother might feel that he don't want to deal with prostitutes, and the other will do it. And this brother that does not deal with prostitutes will have a problem with the brother that deals with prostitute. But guess what? Dealing with prostitutes is not unlawful according to the scriptures. So then, therefore, if your brother not breaking our law, don't make an issue out of what your brother doing, as long as what he doing within lawful bounds. All right, and brothers be doing that sometimes. Looking at just the scope here, and a brother seeing a brother doing something. You see, look at what this brother doing. This brother, he doing this, he doing that, he not doing this, he not doing that. But guess what? What he does, is it lawful? Is it unlawful? The scripture said, judge not that ye be not judged. For what meat you judge, it shall be meat back to you. All right. So you might be judging a brother for something, and the brother basically in lawful bounds. But then you might be doing something that unlawful, but you're not seeing that. But because you're spending so much time focusing on another brother, guess what? You're not be able to take all the beam out of your own eye. All right. And this is not a video throwing at anybody. It's just, just through the spirit, I was thinking about it. You might be looking at a brother, judging a brother for doing something when really and truly the brother had not done any sin. All right. Going on, it says, for one believeth that he may eat all things, another who is weak eateth herbs. All right. Going back to eating things offered unto idols or dealing with prostitutes. One believe, hey, all these women are whores. So any woman you deal with and she not a virgin, all right, she had sex with multiple men, hey, she's a harlot. All right, just like the video this guy from London did the other day, that that dealing with prostitutes wrong, but just go and get a wife. But guess what? Chances are 99% of the time that you go out there and get a wife, she's not a virgin. So therefore, you're committing adultery anyhow you pay it. All right. So if you dealing with a woman who is not a virgin, then it's adultery. Then what's the difference with dealing with a prostitute? It's the same thing. All right. That is why the Lord said this is a adulterous generation. All right. As long as this woman first husband alive and they're not together and she go on to her next man, she change him, and guess what? That is the act of adultery. Any woman that you deal with right now and she's not a virgin, guess what? That is adultery. All right. And basically they're all harlots. So if you don't want to deal with prostitutes or deal with harlots, and another brother does, hey, don't hate this brother for dealing with prostitutes, and the brother that deals with prostitutes don't have a problem with the brother that don't want to deal. That's just his thing. That is just his thing. That is just your thing. All right. So as long as what happening is not unlawful, don't make it an issue. Don't have a problem with your brother. Don't hate your brother just because his zeal is different from yours. All right. It says, verse 3 says, let not him that eateth despise him that eateth not, and let not him which eateth not judge him that eateth, for Yahweh receiveth him. Yes, so just because your brother don't want to deal with prostitutes, or your brother deals with prostitutes, don't have a problem with your brother because he does or does not do the same thing as you. All right, let's say your brother drinks a lot of wine. All right. The scripture said wine is good if drunken miserably. Let's say a brother drinks wine every day on a daily basis, but he doesn't get drunk. He just drinks moderately, but on a daily basis. Don't hate a brother and say, this brother always drinking wine. He always had the bottle by his head. All right. I mean, you might look at it like, like he being a drunkard, but hey, if you're drinking like, a cup of wine a day, ain't nothing wrong with that. But like if you go in bottles by the day, then you can say, what, slow your roll. But don't hate your brother just because he drinks wine on a daily basis. He had done no wrong. All right? He had done no wrong. All right? And some brothers be actually judgmental like that because why? Because understanding of the scriptures. All right? Understanding of the scriptures. Basically, righteousness is keeping the laws of the Most High. All right? And as long as you don't go out of those lawful bounds, you have done no wrong. All right? The scripture said the world was made for us to enjoy, for pleasure. If you live like, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that, guess what? The world wasn't made for that. Then guess what? You wouldn't do nothing. Our forefathers drank, they dealt with prostitutes. But they did things within lawful bounds. All right? Verse 4, it says, who art thou that judgest another man's servant? To his own master he standeth or falleth. Yea, he shall be holding up, for Yahweh is able to make him stand. So yeah, so let's say like a brother like fancy clothes, he spends a lot of money on clothes. Did he sin? No, he didn't sin. So then for you to say that this brother, he in the world, all he's studying is fancy clothes. The brother might like cars, so he buy a car this month, 6 months down the road, he sell the car to buy another car, or a phone or whatnot. Guess what? As long as the brother not doing anything unlawful, stop having a problem with it. All right? Stop having a problem with it. Stop looking at the brother and accusing the brother when the brother had done nothing wrong. Hey, he likes clothes, he likes cars, he likes phones. Hey, guess what? He paying his tithes, he taking care of his family. The brothers need arms, he give arms. Hey, whatever the brother do with his money is his money. Is it not lawful for him to do with that which is his? All right. If the brother changing phones every 6 months, changing a car every 6 months, buying new clothes, buying jewelry, hey, as long as the brother, doing what he's supposed to do according to the truth, hey, don't worry about what the brother does. If the brother, you see, brother have a woman this month, and the next month or next week he has a new woman, hey, guess what? The brother ain't do nothing wrong as long as he doing the works of Yahweh Shemir Shai. All right? As long as he letting these women get in the way, guess what? Hey, you don't just mind your own business. All right? Some brothers, some young brothers, when they come in, they guess what? They keep themselves, like this like tunnel vision. All right? So it's like we only supposed to do this, do that. But guess what? Like dealing with women. All right? Going back to dealing with women, they might say that they just have one wife. But if you see another woman and you see, hey, this woman look good, she had nice ass, nice breasts, you talk to her, or wherever the case, or you just admire woman, they might say, well, all this brother's thinking about his woman everywhere he go, he just looking at women, he just can't keep his eyes to himself. Guess what? Hey, we have eyes, we could do whatever the fuck we want with our eyes. All right? So stop trying to, be this way that, you this super duper Israelite that, like you're incapable of going off. As I said, as long as the brother does things within lawful bounds, he had not sinned. Stop making an issue out of it. All right? Because when you judge it like that, guess what? The Most High gonna judge you like that. It says, one man estimate one day above another, another estimate every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. It says, he that regarded the day, regarded it unto Yahweh, and he that regarded not the day, to Yahweh doth he not regard it. He that eateth to Yahweh, for he giveth Yahweh thanks. And he that eateth not to Yahweh Shemir Shai, he eateth not, and giveth God thanks. So now let's talk about the Sabbath day. Let's say, that, you probably not working frequently, or you're probably your own boss. So then therefore you could take the Sabbath days off. But another brother, he working for a company and it's impossible for him to take the Sabbath days off. All right? Don't hate the brother because this brother just working on the Sabbath, he ain't taking the Sabbath off. Hey, guess what the scripture said? As it said what in verse 5, one man estimate one day above another, the other estimate every day alike. So the brother who working on the Sabbath, to him it will be like every day alike, because he can't take the Sabbath day off. But because you esteem one day above another, you hating the brother because he can't esteem that day like you. He can't keep the Sabbath day like you. All right? Hey, we in captivity. If the brother have to work to pay his bill to see about his family, guess what? The brother had to live. So don't hate the brother because of that. All right? The scripture said, let no man judge you when it comes to feast days and Sabbaths and the new moons. So if let's say, a brother not be able to keep, let's say a feast is, during the week. All right. And a few brothers able to keep the feast within the week. But certain brothers not, because of how they're working, not able to keep it in the week. So they keep it on the weekend. But the feast was in the week. But you know what? They're unable to keep it the appointed time in the week. So they just put it for the weekend. Then you're going to say, nah, you're supposed to keep it when the feast is due, not after. But guess what? That is when the brother could keep it. At least he rehearsed in the righteous acts. So stop hating your brother for, at least trying to keep the law. He's still trying to keep the law. He might not be able to keep it 100% like you. But guess what? As long as he's trying, hey, as the scripture said, not to doubtful disputations. All them doubtful disputations is not necessary. The scripture said, let there be no schisms in the body. All right? Let there be no schisms in the body. All right? You need to stop being so judgmental. As long as a brother not sinning, guess what? As long as he's not breaking the commandments of the apostles, hey, stop worrying about what the brother do. If the brother spends his money on cars, phones, wine, food, he likes to deal with a prostitute now and then, hey, don't make that your issue. The scripture said that way of a man is made is too wonderful for me. All right? If let's say, like a brother has a wife, but, he doesn't spend much time home. He always out, he always working. He probably doing the Lord's work. That you might have a problem and say, well, the scripture say that treat a wife do benevolence. And, you're going to make the brother's bedroom your issue. That is not your issue. Don't worry about how a man and his wife operate. All right? Don't worry about how a man and his wife operate. All right? Hey, when you look at the churches in Asia Minor, all right? Some of the churches had more zeal than others. Your zeal level might not be a brother's zeal level. Don't hate a brother because the brother's zeal is not like yours. Let's say like you could do 10 videos per week, but this brother could do the 3 or 4. Don't hate that brother because that brother could only do the minimum. And because you could do more than that, that is yours, that is your lot. Don't hate that brother. All right? And don't hate that brother that does more. All right? Don't do that. Everybody had the scripture says stand in your lot. All right? Scripture says stand in your lot. All right? Let's say like, probably like, let's say like dealing with Christians. Let's say on the highways and byways dealing with Christians. One brother, he like to curse Christians out, rebuke them. But you have this nonchalant spirit where, you just deal with them, cool and calm through the scriptures. You give them a cool rebuke. All right? You talk to them gently, give them a cool rebuke. Don't hate the brother for rebuking sharply. And the brother that rebuking sharply, don't hate the brother for dealing with them, on a moderate level. Because both of you could learn from the other. You could learn balance. The one that is always being a brute, he could learn, hey, it's not always like that. Sometimes they could just, observe the situation, go with the spirit and, deal with somebody with soft words. And the one that nonchalant could realize, hey, sometimes he had to step up his game. All right? So don't hate him, brother, because he does something that you don't do. That his character is different from yours. As long as he does things lawfully, don't hate him, brother. Don't make an issue out of it. All right? Verse 7, it says, for none of us liveth to himself, and no man died to himself. For whether we live unto Yahweh, and whether we die unto Yahweh. Whether we live, therefore, or die, we are Yahweh's. All right? We are Yahweh's. So stop worrying about what our brother do. As long as what he does is not unlawful, hey, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. All right? So with that, I hope it was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I want to give double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the men of the hopeful and saints elect. This is Makazar saying, Shalom and stay strong.